let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Lore time. Now, let me fully understand what the hell's going on.
Circle, as the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society.
Okay, a club.
One time it even challenged the animal Archon himself, but he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song."
Okay.
From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs.
So you'd have these weird meetings here?
Parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Okay.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Rip.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
You talking about Albedo?
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours.
Was that?
So I wish to leave you with
Wait,
my story.
was that Albedo?
Actually,
was that
maybe
Rhine
you
daughter?
can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
What the hell?
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship.
What in the world?
Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So it's a very special table. So let me get this right. This was a table.
So this is where the legendary
Yeah. So this is where the mages / witches they would have their meetings with each other. So they'd have it on freaking mountains, stuff like this, all that crap, and they would discuss things amongst each other. And I'm pretty sure one of them that was just mentioned there was Rhine daughter, right? That's who it was, talking about creating a son or something, like having a son technically. So Albedo, right. I'm correct about that, right. My brain for a sec was just like, huh.
That's right. We often met here to
So yeah,
chat and
Alice,
have
Rhine
tea.
daughter, some others.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy.
Really?
It's a little embarrassing.
Oh yeah, of course.
The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
Well, it is Albedo we're talking about. This dude's a freaking genius.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
Well, I guess even for him then, yeah.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages.
I get you.
When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our Rhine daughter.
See, Rhine daughter, I knew it.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet.
Okay.
But she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't really know a Nicole.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Oh? Huh? Could she have been the one who spoke to me while we were investing Scar? Oh, all that time
If one day you
ago.
would be unfortunate enough to run
Jeez,
into a
okay, they're
truly
connecting the
dangerous
dots. They're connecting the
situation,
dots. I see.
she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
I know, right? We know the information about them, but I've never actually seen what they look like, huh?
The one who would never lie.
And freaking
is
Alice.
me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short,
Right.
have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief.
Ah,
Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
okay.
It's getting more and more lost.
That one's like too much lore, too many names I haven't heard before. Wait a minute, Nicole? That's the person who was talking in a traveler's head before during the Scaramouche stuff?
It may sound hard to
What in the
believe,
world?
but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving
Ah.
her title to her students and followers.
Okay, so Jay, okay, I understand.
Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Yeah, so there's no meeting Jay. Jay long gone. Jay long gone, huh?
Do you also want to become a mage?
Ayo.
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Ayo.
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the
You're gonna
maid
spill the
who
tea,
received
literally.
the letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So,
Okay.
the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again. Regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be, as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Okay, I understand. Sorry, I was just processing all this information. That's why I wasn't talking a crazy amount there. I'm just trying to soak it all up like a freaking sponge right now, you know?
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K Experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.